Right, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Bingham CC TV YouTube channel. Today I'm joined again by Sunday captain Louis Hartland, and we are going to be ranking everybody that has played Test match cricket for England in the 2010s in a tier list. Now there is some rules, so they have to have played 10 Test matches during the 2010s, and me and Louis, when we're ranking them, are only going to think about those Test matches. So for someone like Andrew Strauss, which you'll see in a bit, we're not going to take into account anything he did before 2010. We're going to rank him purely on what he did after that time period. So you might not be happy with some of our picks. I don't watch a lot of Test match cricket. Louis, are you any different?
I didn't, but I do now. I prefer Test match is the best form of cricket now for me.
I just 7 hours a day is a bit much. Last summer, the Ashes was great. I worked right next to my house, so I'd go to work during the lunch hour, come home, watch the Ashes, then go back to work. It was
since going to South Africa, fallen in love.
It's good. You watched England in South Africa?
Yeah, saw Dom Sidley score his ton. It's beautiful.
Fair play. I've been to one Test match.
Jimmy Anderson, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jimmy Anderson's half century at Trent Bridge. Absolutely iconic. Every single time I've watched Jimmy Anderson play, he scores a half century. Lovely stuff.
Lucky charm.
Right, so we're going to be ranking them in 6 categories. So category 1, which is the legend category, or I've named Ben Stokes for obvious reasons. Category 2 is double decent, so really good, but not quite enough to get into the legend category. Category 3 is decent, so better than most, but not going to be a household name in 5 or 10 years' time. Category 4 is bang average, self-explanatory really. Weren't great, weren't bad. 5 is subpar, again pretty self-explanatory. Didn't do a lot, should have done better. And the bottom category is James Vince, again for obvious reasons. How that man's played 13 Test matches, I really don't know.
He was a sub-fielder for the last.
That doesn't count in his records though.
Oh no, it was the World Cup, wasn't he? He played as a sub-fielder.
He played a couple of games in the World Cup. Not very well, I don't think.
Nothing games.
Anyway, for obvious reasons, he's at the bottom. All you need to do when you're bowling at him is have about 6 slips in, and you'll be absolutely fine. So let's get started. So first, we've got Alex Hales. So we can't judge him on what he's done in ODI or T20. It's got to be purely on Test match.
Test cricket, he's not so great, is he?
It's got to be subpar, hasn't it?
Yeah. If you give me T20, he's the GOAT.
Yeah. He's got a couple of 50s, but nothing to shout about, I don't think.
Yeah.
So yeah, subpar. That one's relatively easy.
Yeah.
Jimmy Anderson. So 2010 onwards.
GOAT. He's the best bowler in the world ever.
That might be a bold statement, but he's got to go in Ben Stokes, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the best bowler ever.
Not too sure about that.
In England, at least. In England.
We'll stick him in Ben Stokes. Bairstow.
Oh.
Again, I think we can't look too much at what he's done in ODI.
Recently, he's been awful, but he was
had
good
spells at being good.
Yeah, he was good at one point. I'd go subpar. He's got it in.
Subpar?
Oh, yeah.
I'd have gone decent.
He's been woeful recently.
We'll compromise in bang average then, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's harsh. I think the last 6 or 7 years, he's been one of our better players.
He's been awful for the past 2 years. ODI cricket's ruined him as a Test cricketer because he just snicks off now.
So bang average then, I guess. We'll have to meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Next, Ben Stokes. There's only one place for him. You're going to argue against it because you've got some sort of vendetta against Ben Stokes.
That's because he's only been good. He had one knock against South Africa, 8 years ago, whatever it was, and then he's been good for 2 years, and all of a sudden he's England's greatest ever all-rounder.
So it must have been about this time last year, just before the World Cup was about to start.
Yeah, it was about.
I remember we were playing the first team game, and you were ranting about how Ben Stokes is awful and we shouldn't be in the England
all
team.
Of a sudden, for the next year and a half, he was incredible.
So there's only one player. If you're thinking about who England's best players are over the last 10 years, Ben Stokes gets in that discussion every day. I mean, the category's named after him.
But I didn't name the category.
I'm putting him straight in there.
Yeah, sure.
Number 5, Stuart Broad.
He's with Jimmy, isn't he?
Yeah, Ben Stokes. I
Come
can't
hand
imagine there's
in
going to be a lot of people in there, but Broad and Anderson.
They come hand in hand, don't they?
Ageless. I mean, his batting's gone away a bit.
Yeah.
But,
He's still hit a ball a long way.
he's just scared, isn't he?
Yeah. Short ball.
Short ball. Much like myself.
Not that we ever get a
When
short
Collins
ball.
is bowling at me on the Astro.
Yeah. But
I remember a couple of years ago, I got hit by Matt Spencer in the stomach and fell to the floor like a pack of cards.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I mean, he's express speed is Matt Spencer, so it must have hurt a lot.
Gas.
Okay, next up, Rory Burns.
I think he's bang average.
Yeah, me too. I think he started poor. He's getting better, but
and now he's decided to break his ankle playing football.
So
whatever he's done. So,
yeah, he's got to be bang average, really.
Yeah.
Joss Butler.
Oh, he's not very good, is he, at Test cricket?
I don't think so. So he averages 33.
He scored 1 ton, hasn't he?
1 century.
Yeah. How many games, do you know?
I can find out. So he scored 2,000 runs at 33.
Only 1 ton. So he must have played 30, 40 games, probably.
40 test matches. He's definitely not good enough to have played that many.
No. I think if it wasn't just Butler and it was like Gary Balance or Keaton Jennings doing that, they'd be like, no. But it's just Butler. It's the name, isn't it?
I mean, he's got as many test match unders as Chris Wokes and Stuart Broad. I mean,
Chris Wokes' 100 was very nice. Remember it well.
I think subpar would be harsh.
Yeah, I think it is harsh, but is he there?
Well, who have we put in bang average? Well, we put Bairstow in bang average. He's not as good as Bairstow.
I think no, I think he's not as good as Bairstow.
But then I feel Bairstow should be indecent.
Yeah, but he's been so poor. He hasn't scored a run for 2 years.
We'll put him in bang average. We can look at it again later.
I think they're on a similar ability, but I think Joss Butler's been better recently, and Johnny Bairstow's better prior.
Paul Collingwood.
Blimey.
Only played 11 test matches in this decade.
Yeah.
We were 10 and 11 years old.
Yeah,
I can't imagine he did too much, to be honest.
I've met him. I had dinner across the road from him.
Fair play.
Seemed all right.
Any idea what he was doing in 2010 in test matches?
No, but he was a good fielder. I know that. Any stats for me to go off?
There was a thing on BBC where I've got the stats off, and he's not even mentioned.
Oh, sorry.
So I can't imagine he did.
You can't put him in James Vince because you can't. You can't put Paul Collingwood.
I guess we don't know what he did, so I guess we just got to put him in bang average, really, haven't we?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Moving on, Alistair Cook.
Goat.
Ben Stokes.
Yeah,
it's got to be
not
in
Ben
there.
Stokes. The goat.
Sam Curran. Now this is a tricky one because I think he's got the potential to be in double decent for sure. But we've got to judge him purely on what he's done so far.
How many years he played? What, 2 years? 1 year, 2 years?
I think he's got 15 test matches.
He's in as a bowler, but his batting's better.
So he's 14 test matches, 3 half centuries at 29.
Yeah.
78 wickets at 29 as well.
Not bad stats.
A good all-rounder, really. I think if Ben Stokes wasn't playing, he'd be batting at 6 for sure.
Yeah, he's better than Ben Stokes.
I think, is it too early to put him in decent?
Yeah, I think it is. But then I think he's only played for a year and a bit, so you can't put him too high because it's over 10 years.
I think we'll go with bang average, but he's definitely got potential.
I think a lot of these England players are going to be bang average.
Yeah, there's a theme here. Stephen Finn.
Oh.
I always rated Stephen Finn.
Right.
I think if it wasn't for Broad and Anderson, he'd have played a lot more.
You could say that about a lot of people, I reckon.
He's got 125 wickets in 36 tests, 5 5-wicket hauls. He's got a 50 to his name. I thought he was garbage at batting. I don't know where else. I guess Anderson's got one as well. So
yeah, I suppose.
I'd put him in decent. I think when he played, he did all right.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
If Broader Anderson was injured, he'd come in and do a job.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Next one, this is tricky. Gary Balance.
Hmm.
I remember after his first, he must have played about 10 Test matches. He was averaging like 80 or something absolutely absurd. And then I don't know what happened. They found him out. And I mean, he's still now, his average is 38. And
He's a gun on cricket captain. Tell you what. Doesn't get picked by England, so you get him in your side. Yeah, he's a tricky one.
Because if you're judging him off those first 10 or 15 matches when he was averaging 70 or 75, he'd be double decent.
He got found out.
But the subsequent 10 Test matches where he scored about 200 runs.
Yeah. He got found out. That was his problem. So, I don't know. Is for England, is he better than Bairstow Butler?
There was definitely a period where he was, but I think if you're looking over the whole decade and you ask people to name England batsmen, I don't think Gary Balance is one that's coming to
I think I go
their mind.
I think he's subpar.
Yeah, I think I'd agree. Just mainly because of how good he was and then how bad he went.
Yeah.
So subpar. Ian Bell.
Oh, he's class, isn't he? But how much longer did he play?
I think he played till like 2015. Was it the 2013 Ashes where he scored 3 or 4 tons and.
Don't know. I can tell you. Yeah, he's class. Ian Bell.
Good. Definitely not Ben Stokes. He's not as good. He's no Cook or Broader Anderson, but double decent, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Next up, James Vince. No discussion required. He's going at the bottom. How that man's played 13 Test matches is beyond me. He's mates with people, isn't he? He just kept getting in the team.
I don't know how he got in the World Cup team.
Ridiculous.
He gets picked for the franchises in T20s.
I don't know what they see in him.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
So he's got to be in James Vince. Keaton Jennings.
He's awful. He is shocking.
Is he as bad as James Vince, though? He's got 2 Test match hundreds.
He's not far off. He's only good in
we had Butler in subpar. I know we put him in bang average, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
But we considered putting him in subpar. Is he worse than Butler?
Yeah. Because Butler can bat in any country. Keaton Jennings can only bat in Sri Lanka.
Are we putting him in James Vince then?
I'd go for one of the bottom two. It's up to you which one.
I think he's got 2 Test match hundreds. It'd be harsh to put him in the same category as James Vince. So I think he's got to be subpar.
Fine.
Next is Joe Denley.
He's not got a Test match hundred.
No. But he started to come.
He's done
recently.
A job for England. That's what he's done. No one wants to bat 3, so he's done a job.
I think he's just the definition of bang average, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's not going to set the world alight.
He'll score you 30 and just rescue. Like
he was important in the 3rd Ashes Test win. Got a big 50. Played for a while with Root.
Yeah, he's bang average, I reckon.
Jonathan Trott.
He couldn't have gone much longer either.
I think 2014 maybe he played
he retired before Ian Bell.
But I don't think he started playing until 2009. So I think most of his cricket was this decade.
He was good.
Yeah, made his debut in August 2009. Played till 2015. So 52 tests, average 44, 900s.
I knew he averaged around 40.
Off a bit of medium pace as well. A few dibbly dobblies.
He's pretty good. He could probably. Is he as good as Ian Bell?
I think so. I mean, if you're averaging 44 over 50 odd tests, you've got to be decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd put him with Bell in double decent.
I think that's fair enough.
KP.
He's the goat. He's so good.
He epitomised. He's the only one that gets close to Ben Stokes.
Nah, he's better than Ben Stokes. He bowls offies as well.
He played most of his cricket in the decade before, though. But even then, I mean, he's got 2300s. Yeah, he's got. Yeah, he's in that top category.
Very easy.
Dawid Malan.
Oh, hmm. He did all right in Australia, didn't he?
Yeah, I was going to say he got a big 100 in Australia in the Ashes.
I think that's the only place he's ever done well.
Oh, that's his only 100 though. 15 tests, 1 ton, 650s, only averaging 27, which is worse than Keaton Jennings, who we've put in the James Vince.
Yeah, but he's got a ton in 650s. I think he's like hit or miss. He either gets out early or he'll go and score some runs. So I don't know.
He's definitely not as bad as James Vince, that's for sure.
No, I think he is better than Keaton. I'd say he's better than Keaton Jennings. But I'd still say subpar.
But he's nowhere near as good as Bairstow and Butler, who we put in batting average. So
I might have been a bit harsh, but
Mark Wood, I'd say similar to Finn, really.
I think he's decent.
I think he's unfortunate
when he's fit, he's very good.
Yeah, I mean he's just rapid. He's just been hard
hit a long ball as well.
Anderson. Yeah, he can hit a ball. The last few Test matches, he's come in and sprayed it round a bit.
Did well in South Africa.
Yeah, so
he's decent.
I'd say.
Yeah.
Matt Pryor. I mean, he's definitely the best wicketkeeper batsman we've had in a long time. Certainly since I've been watching cricket. He's better than Bairstow and Butler every day of the week.
Yeah, he is.
So he averages 40, almost 4,000 runs, 700s.
I think you could argue.
Double decent. Is he as good as Bell and Trott?
I don't know. That's a difficult one. When I think of Bell, Trott, and Pryor, I think of them all together. All similar.
He's definitely better than Finn and Wood as well. He had more impact on England than those two did. Yeah, so I'd have him in double decent.
Yeah.
Moeen Ali, this one might cause a bit of controversy. I'd have him in double decent every day of the week.
Moeen. Oh, it's difficult because you think of him 2 years ago, he was one of England's best players.
People talk about him as if he's awful, but
you think
he averages almost 30 with the bat. He's got 500s. He's taken 180 wickets.
Yeah,
5 fifers. He's got 10 wickets in a match.
He forgot to hold a bat.
He's just
he couldn't score a run for about a year and a half.
He's just a good all-rounder. He was just messed about a bit. I mean, he's batted at 3, 4, 6, 7. He's batted everywhere.
Yeah, it's true. I think he was very good, and the fact he's now no longer getting picked and is giving up cricket.
Yeah, but we're out of that decade now. You got to think about that.
Yeah.
No longer in the 2010s.
It was last year, wasn't it? So technically, it was in the decade.
He was definitely one of our better players for the second half of the decade.
I think he's better than. He was better than. Yeah, I think I'd go double decent.
Yeah,
I'd have him double decent.
He's had more impact than Wood and Finn have.
Yeah.
I don't even know who this is. Nick Compton, I think. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
I think he was he the first opener after Strauss, I think.
Yeah, I think he was.
Strauss left, he was the first one to come in.
He didn't stay very long, so he couldn't have been very good.
No. 16 tests, 775 runs, which is shocking.
Yeah, that's not very good.
And 2 of them, he got 200s.
Okay.
Out of 700 runs. 28 average, 250s.
So take away the 200s, he has 30 innings, scoring 500 runs.
That's not great at all, is it? It's got to be subpar, I think.
Yeah. It's still not as bad as James Vince, but
no one's as bad as James Vince. Monty Panesar.
Oh, legend. Met him. Did you meet him?
Was he playing in the Lashings game?
Yeah.
I was there. I can't remember meeting him though.
Yeah. Him at Cardiff. That was 2009, Cardiff. I think it was. So you can't count that.
No. 50 tests. Blimey. He averages 4 with the bat.
Yeah.
Didn't realise he was that bad. Did he bat below Anderson?
Yeah.
God, that's it.
Anderson batted above him because it was him and Anderson that went out at Cardiff, and they just blocked for I don't know how many. That's why it was a miracle.
12 fifers in 50 games. That's decent going. 170 wickets. Probably a bit of a victim of Graham Swan. He wasn't around so much. I mean, if Panasol was playing now, he'd certainly be our spinner.
Oh, yeah. We've got no spinners at the moment.
He's definitely decent. He's not as good as Swan, but I guess we haven't played Swan yet, have we?
I go decent.
The thing is, whatever we do now, wherever we put Panasol, we've got to put Swan in the one above.
Yeah, I think I go decent.
Me too. I agree with you on that one. Adil Rashid. I did not realise how many test matches he's played. 19 test matches.
He's awful.
19 test matches, 60 wickets.
It's not too bad.
About 3 a test match.
That is bad. I suppose he'll only have
it's about what Ali's averaging. Similar. Slightly better than Ali, actually.
Yeah, but Ali played for a lot longer and scored a lot more runs.
Bang average?
As a test cricketer, I think he's subpar.
I think
as an ODI and T20 cricketer, he's a lot better.
He's a very good ODI bowler.
But test cricket, I think he's subpar.
I'd have him in bang average.
Well, it's your tier list, but I can only give my opinion.
Who have we put in bang average? Have we done any spinners yet?
He's not as good as...
He's not as good as Ali and Panas. So we put Ali in double decent, Panasar in decent. If we put him in bang average, we're saying he's only slightly worse than Panasar.
But he's a lot worse.
Yeah, I guess it's got to be subpar, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Who's next? Joe Root.
If he could convert... No, I'm joking. I think I'd put him up there.
You'd have him in Ben Stokes?
Yeah.
You see, I'd have him in double decent.
Oh, no.
Is he better than Jonathan Trott and Ian Bell?
Yeah. This decade, yeah. He's played for the whole decade. He's got 1,700, I think.
More, yeah, but how many 50s has he got? 50? He's got something like 50.
Yeah, his conversion rate.
His conversion rate is shocking.
He gets to 50. He's the only reason England put up a score for the past 2 years.
Other than Ben Stokes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I guess he's got to be up there, really, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's averaging almost 50.
Yeah, when you think about test batsmen right now, he's top 10 in the world. Yeah. So
yeah, I guess he's got to be up there.
And he's not been good for 2 years. Well,
what on earth is this? I think it's Mark Stoneman.
No, he was. I liked him. I liked the fact they put him in, but he wasn't good.
I've got to be honest, I don't know who he is. So
he went to Australia.
11 tests, 500 runs, averaging 27, 550s with a top score of 60.
Yeah, I think he's...
Those stats are worse than James Vince's.
Yeah. I like because he was good at county championship, I'm pretty certain. And they picked him. He was a bit like Rory Burns, but Rory Burns has actually done something.
His first class record isn't even great. He's only averaging 34 as an opening batsman.
Yeah.
Is he as bad as James Vince, though? Whenever I hear the name James Vince, all I can picture is someone cover driving the ball and snicking to third slip.
I think, what was it? What did you say? 250s?
I think they were both in Australia. But a top score of 60 in 11 tests.
I think they were both in Australia. But, yeah, he wasn't great elsewhere. I think he was awful in England.
So what are we doing? Subpar? Is he... He definitely wasn't as bad. I mean, Jennings, we've put in subpar.
Yeah,
he has 200.
Was slightly better, so I'd put him in James Vince.
James Vince. He's got a mate down there now. So this one, Andrew Strauss, this might split opinion, but if we're looking purely at what he's done in the 2010s, he scored 1,600 runs at 32 with 300s. Which for an opening batsman, 32 is pretty average.
Yeah.
I'd
say he's bang average.
It's just under what Rory Burns has done.
Where do we put him?
And we put Burns in bang average, so we've got to put him in bang average, really.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah. I think that's fair.
So we've got five left. Tim Bresnan.
Oh.
So for a long time, Tim Bresnan, so there was sort of Swan, Anderson and Broad, 9, 10, 11. For a long time, it was Bresnan who had that 8 spot.
Yeah.
Was he good?
He was good in the Blast. I remember he took 6 for a run-out in one game and did a knee slide. That was entertaining. So
he's played 23 tests. He's averaging 26 with the bat. I didn't realise he was that good. 3 tons, top scorer 91,
3 tons
72,
with the top scorer
72 wickets at an average of 32. So he's averaging 3 wickets a test match.
Don't know.
Well, we put Wood and Finn in decent.
Yeah, but I feel like I feel like I watch them a lot more than I watch Bresnan. So you can
he bats as well. You've got to take that into account. Wood and Finn didn't offer that. I reckon he was decent. I mean, that was probably the best England team in recent time. That sort of 2011-12 team, and he managed to hold on to that number 8 spot for quite a while. So
yeah, I think that's fair enough.
I'd have him in decent. Chris Wokes,
he's decent.
Yeah, definitely decent.
Yeah, I think he's been hard done by a lot.
Me too.
Selections.
Bats as well.
What's his top score? 140.
I can't remember what it was. I think he was not. Was he not out? Chris?
I don't know.
137 not out. Averages 26 with the bat. 95 wickets. 3 fifers.
Yeah, he loves Lords. Pick him at Lords every game.
We've put Moeen Ali in double decent. Is he as good as Moeen Ali? Is he better than Wood and Finn?
Yeah, I think he is, but I feel like
I'd pick him over Mark Wood every day of the week.
Yeah, but the thing with Mark Wood, he adds 5 miles an hour, doesn't he? It depends what sort of team you pick. Because if you need the batting, you pick him. But as a pure bowler, I'd probably pick Mark Wood.
Yeah, fair play. I think we've got to go decent, really. Okay, last 3. So we've got Graham Swan. It's got to be double decent.
Yeah. Watched him play at Beaver.
Yeah,
last year.
Chatted to him on the boundary, didn't we?
Yeah, he bowled medium pace awfully.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't think he was bowling medium pace. I think he was just trying to bowl it a bit faster. Yeah. And then he didn't get any wickets, so I thought he sort of said he was bowling medium pace, but it looked like he was trying to bowl spin.
I think the Beaver side was quite good. So.
I'd taken 5 wickets 4 days before that on that exact pitch bowling off spin. Then Graham Swan came on and didn't take any. You scored a 70 odd.
Yeah, I did. Me and Sham put on 160. That was a good day. I love playing the Beaver.
Good bat a bit as well, Swan. 5 half centuries.
Yeah.
Average 22, 250 wickets in 60 tests. So
yeah, he took a lot of wickets.
4 and a bit a game. 17
and he initiated the sprinkler celebration. That's extra points.
Bowled in sunglasses, extra points.
That's
always extra points.
Long sleeve, collar up.
That's what I want to see Nige doing next season.
You know what would have made it better if he wore a cap? Bowling a cap.
Double decent, Ben Stokes.
I'd go.
Could he have a shout at Ben Stokes?
Nah.
I think the problem is he came to Test match cricket quite late. He was already relatively old, so he'd played 30 tests, 60 tests. Sorry, you'd what?
I'd go double decent. I think
I'd agree with you. Last 2, I've not got photos of them, so I can't really remember who it is. Oh, Owen Morgan. So purely based on his Test match career,
I think he did all right.
He played 16 tests, averaged 31. 200s, 350s.
Yeah, I remember getting 100.
I always think when we're struggling for batsmen, why he's never got another chance. He just seems odd. I know he's so good. Cricket, he's so good at ODI. You'd think they'd gamble on him at some point. I mean, they give him Roy.
Yeah, but if you see how they've gone and they haven't gone very well, what would make you think Morgan would go any better?
Yeah, but you just think at some point over the last he last played a test in 2012. You think at some point over the last 8 years he'd at least have got in a squad.
You can argue.
They must have had that conversation.
They tried to get him in before Cook gave up the captaincy and then potentially. He's a class captain for the ODI side.
Yeah. Okay. Last one. Oh wait, we haven't decided where we're putting him. Bang average as a number 6.
Yeah.
Or you subpar considering what he.
I think
how well we know he can bat.
I think I'll be willing to. I feel like I've hard done Johnny Bairstow.
I'd agree. I think we need to move him up into
I
decent.
think I have to, thinking about it, the other people that I've put in that category,
Yeah.
I think I've hard done Johnny Bairstow.
Move him up into decent. So we're putting Morgan in bang average.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Last one, Jack Leach.
Oh.
Scored
bowling
arguably the
is-
most important run of all time.
Yeah. Well, not really.
He just scraped into this list. He
He
played
didn't.
exactly
How
10
did he
test
score the most
matches.
important run of all time?
He's
How
one
do
not
I-
out. He's one not out in the Ashes. The most
Didn't
important
mean
one not
anything.
out. You
We
what?
still lost.
I don't care. That moment,
It's
we were
not
all in the
important.
clubhouse watching it. That moment when Ben Stokes hit that shot,
Yeah,
I've never seen
in the
anything like that in
moment,
cricket.
it seemed important. But when you look back on it, it was irrelevant.
Yeah, but it's about the time. Loads of things when you look back on them are irrelevant.
The best thing Jack Leach has done is with the bat.
I'm sorry, but when Jack Leach scored 92 in a test
He
match,
did it against Ireland. I watched it. I watched it recently on YouTube. He went as a night watcher and opened the batting because they had like 1 over to see off. And then he came back the following day and knocked on 92. I think he got dropped about 4 times.
So 34 wickets in 10 matches, average of 29.
I think his bowling very bad.
Do you think his bowling's bad?
Yeah, I think the only reason he's only any good is to right-handers. But I'd put him subpar just because he scored a 92, which is higher than James Vincent's.
Is his bowling that bad? He's got a better bowling average than Graham Swan.
Yeah, but what? 30 wickets in 20 innings. Think about it.
You've got to look at it more in test matches. He's averaging 3.5 wickets a test match, which is all right.
Yeah.
A much better average than Panesar, who averaged 34.
Yeah, but Panesar got a lot more wickets.
Panesar got 167 in 50. So that's 3 and a bit as well. I think you're not doing him justice here.
Yeah.
I'll put him in average. I don't think he's great, but where do we put Rashid? We put Rashid in average, I think. Subpar, maybe.
No, he was subpar.
He's definitely better than Rashid.
Yeah, but not by much.
Purely test match.
Not by much.
He's got to be bang average, I think.
Sure. All
right, so that is it. That is mine and Louis' comprehensive list of.
Yeah. Not very educated.
No, I'm surprised that we agreed so much, to be honest.
I'm sort of happy with Ben Stokes being in the Ben Stokes category.
The category's named after him. He's got to be in there.
Yeah, but
Ben Stokes has given me the best 2 cricketing moments of my life.
That's sad.
Well, I don't do a lot on the pitch, so I've got to watch England for.
I've taken a 5 for
my rush. I've taken 2.
Exactly, and I've lost one of the ball.
Yeah, that's true. Hit it on the leisure centre roof.
Yeah,
lovely stuff. But yeah, so if you disagree with me or Louis, we don't care. Put it in the comments, and I'll tell you why you're wrong. Thank you for watching. I'll leave the link to the tier list in the description. So if you want to have a go yourself, you can. Send us a screenshot on any social media. As usual, our social medias are in the description below. Go and check them out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Our last video, 45% of people who watched it aren't subscribed. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It literally takes you half a second to press that button. So
on our notifications.
Yep.
So incredible content.
Yep, it should double our subscriber count by the time this gets uploaded. So thank you very much. We'll see you on Saturday, I think, for the next podcast. It will be Thursday when this goes up. So stay safe, everyone. See you soon.